Lissandra is so good.
Yeah, locked in for Jojopyun. And Vayne.
Oh my god. Broken Blade plays Vayne?
Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, he has zoned the minions away from Myrwn, so I guess that is technically a win. Oh, we got a find in bot lane already.
That we have. Labrov trying to step up. Super down at half HP. Hansama begins to open up. Alvaro, though, with the staggering blows. Alvaro going to be forced away. Heal out from Labrov and Hansama. Flash the barrier. Another auto needed, but Pix is here to help. Labrov picks up first blood on the bot side.
So, either my understanding of this bot lane 2v2, both, but that's a 2v2 kill, and that is not how KOI want to start off this game 2.
Not at all. And Elyoya went for the invaders. Caps does level up. Jojo doesn't have kill threat now. Good charm. Electrocute with the Orb Deception as well for a bit of extra damage. Jojo, though, winning out that matchup. Myrwn now needs to be careful. He's already used his TP. And he has to flash out of something here. Ishtal's impact. Condemn. Locked against the wall. No escape for the Gnar. And G2 coming out of the gate swinging 2-0 and 1.2k ahead. And because of that now, Jojo has to TP to the top side.
What a monstrous start. Elyoya will be spotted, yet the cancel on the back from Broken Blade.
Ishtal's impact. Elyoya has to flash it. But SkewMond will have to give up on the Gromp. Elyoya stole away some of the camps. Flag and Drag not connecting, but the slow from the red enough to make Broken Blade interested in continuing the play.
Okay, so it will delay really.
Oh, he knows there's no ward here because the control ward went down.
Tumble.
He has final hour, exhaust, and flash. Jojo looks for it. There's the final hour. Flash, Ring of Frost. Exhaust, Broken Blade though, with Myrwn chasing him down. Tumble away. Tries to trade onto Myrwn, who has to flash away. BB still has flash. Like Jojo has used a lot here. The Ice Shard flashed away by Broken Blade. 2 summoners for 2. But both of the ones for G2 have been used by Broken Blade.
Nice flash placement. The root connects onto Hansama.
Oh, uses the dredge line after an auto attack there. Alvaro, smartly done because there was that spell shield coming out from the Sivir.
Blade is generating all this pressure on the top side that KOI feel responsible to try and answer. Because Elyoya couldn't cover because he was covering the bot sides, it meant that Jojo had to try and do his best to save top.
Cap's also now dealing with no Frozen Tomb and no Flash on that Lissandra. He can be so much more aggressive in this lane if he wants. And does need presence from SkewMond to do so.
The wave is still awkward as well.
Spirit rush forward. Oh, the charm wide. Jojo with a good sidestep, but there's the Assault's impact into the Impale. He's got no flash, he's got no ult, and Jojo pays for going top.
KOI will just concede this dragon. They don't feel strong enough right now to really contest. Lost Chapter going to be done by Jojo. Oh, he's going to run into
going in, dredge lined. Jojo low on mana, but has enough for the Frozen Tomb. The Wild Growth from Labrov there in time. And now SkewMond can look for that Impale. Alvaro trying to get away with the Riptide slow, but they don't even need the Stinger of the Scorpion because Labrov has some supportal combats. 2 kills to him.
Here for KOI.
It's also one of those games where you don't usually want a Fed support, but if you're going to have a Fed support, a Lulu with Ardent Sensor, when you have 2 AD carries, is probably the best. Dredge line, though, from MKOI as they look to collapse on the Vayne. Super dives in with the kill instinct for the final hour. It's the final second of his life. Good kill from MKOI, punishing the Vayne.
Now, this is a much-needed play for KOI.
Some vision going in for G2 towards that red side jungle. For Broken Blade, it's the cost of doing business.
Great news even for Myrwn, but Caps continuing to be that shining light for G2.
The Condemn comes out. Good Frozen Tomb from Jojo to stop the Ishtar's impact, but the upheaval slow is there. Labrov has a polymorph too. Help picks into Glitter Lance for the slow. The follow-up, Impale flashed away. Dredge line now onto the Lulu. Wild Growth on Broken Blade. I don't think that's who Labrov should have used it on. BB trying to open up with the final hour. Hansama joining in, but with the TP out, Ishtar's impact has to be used as the retreat. MKOI have 5 up here to G2's 3. Wow.
The response from KOI.
For Labrov to survive, and that is the reason that we do see the Nautilus picked like this so many times. SkewMond steps forward, four members of MKOI here, and it's Caps on the flank, but SkewMond's just done for. Alvaro getting in on the support killing action as SkewMond just really oversteps.
Yeah, blunder after blunder now coming through. The only good news for G2 is that it was Alvaro that ended up picking it up.
It's good news for Alvaro as well. Another dredge line. Jojo looking for that flank position, killer instinct in, and Labrov is going to die again. Broken Blade looking for the flank, TP coming in by Caps as well. Jojo still no Frozen Tomb, the charm Condemn enough. Another dredge line though, and with a flag and drag follow-up, flash staggering blows onto Caps, means he has to use the Spirit Rush. He dashes back in. Caps tries to escape, but it's already a double for Supa, the charm just in time, but with a cataclysm. Elyoya claps Caps' head. Impale onto one from SkewMond, but he has to flash. Otherwise, he would not survive the clutches of MKOI.
What is happening right now?
Ghost on this one, no real reason to fight. SkewMond a couple of times been caught out by the CC chains coming out from MKOI. No Mercury treads and mercurial decisions made by him. Remember, he's on one of the teams.
Okay, well, KOI now in a bit of a winning position. The goal is largely equalized, but we find ourselves in a situation where Supa's 3-1-2.
Yeah.
The Kaisa is very strong.
He's going to step up here. Summon, okay. Oh, it's a super moment, guys. Summon dead, though. It's a super moment. He almost finds two as Labrov has to run. Broken Blade coming in at the last second with the TP enough to take down Kaisa.
So I thought I cast a curse in.
Is it Nash's Tooth next? On Supa with the Blasting Wand and the recurve bow. Summer has Flash, has Barrier. Help picks not enough. Doesn't get a chance to use anything but the Barrier. Impale. Gonna pull back Alvaro. The Cataclysm in though. Alvaro will fall to this and he's locked in the pit. Elyoya attempts to tower shot, but G2 unable to react in time to get any more than one.
Now that is what is scary for the Sivir, which will put themselves on soul point, as you were saying.
Caps looking for a charm, lands it only onto Elyoya. Pretty tanky with the Black Cleaver and the Sundered Sky. Jojo on that front line with the Ice Shard. BB walking up towards the top side. Doesn't have TP. Broken Blade doesn't have a way to join this fight, and Myrwn is a lot closer. Flash, Death Dodge immediately. Summer Wild Growth Cataclysm down on him, and the ricochets just aren't ricocheting. As Summer's Sivir is deleted, Myrwn dashing forward, SkewMond dashing through the wall. That will be soul point for MKOI.
Alvaro on engaged supports is simply a different beast. What a play! He connects the hook with the spell shield, and then flash alt auto.
Understandably, like this is a KOI we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Haven't seen probably since last summer. As SkewMond caught out with a Frozen Tomb. He's pretty tanky, has the Spectre's Cowl as well for a bit of extra magic resist. Protoplasm on him, Charm, Dredgeline, Alvaro now in the midst of G2, and there's no escape for him as Broken Blade begins to open up on Supa, and at the moment, the Vayne wins that 1v1. A Charm as Supa falls, BB gets the shutdown, and he's on the chase for more. The final hour, perhaps, the final chapter in this game has not yet been written. Broken Blade laying pen to paper, and signing MKOI's death warrants.
Elyoya trying to waste as much time as possible, but that will be a Baron. G2, you cannot afford to make a mistake. They threw everything in the kitchen sink at SkewMond, and they paid the price for it. G2 bounce back, they'll get themselves the Baron, and the game will flip on its head once more. KOI versus G2 is delivering.
Broken Blade going back in, has that Experiment Hexblade in the final hour, is back up. Myrwn about to go Mega and Broken Blade with no vision in the bush, doesn't want to follow any further. Baron secured for G2. The gold now swings back in their favor. And we've seen like Broken Blade hasn't been in these.
And now this Vayne is very fed, and G2 answer back just like that.
Alvaro with a hook onto SkewMond, has the depth charge, Charm down onto the Nautilus. Jojo still looking to engage. Wild Growth has been invested. Drake up in 2 minutes, so we're fighting over vision predominantly right now, over that mid wave, which is crashing towards the MKOI tower.
Yeah, I feel like the G2 probably could have kept someone in mid, empowered the minions to do more damage towards the tower.
Myrwn has to flash the Charm, Caps. Spirit rushed in. Myrwn now no longer has that summoner at his disposal because of that MKOI backing away. Jojo's delegated to push in a side lane. G2 without the extra TP. Broken Blades is up, but Caps is not. Looks like they're just going to keep pushing. They'll accept that Jojo will get some damage on the plates, but they'll take a tier 2 and a tier 1 in mid to extend their gold lead to 2K.
Very nice.
Huge loss. But G2 do have a lot of short cooldown CCs, and you know, with the Charm and with the Condemn. It's not the end of the world if that Zhonya's does come out. Dredgeline onto SkewMond, Alvaro on the front line once again. Flash, depth charge, Supa looking for the dive onto the back line, but Alvaro is just way too deep. Supa can't go in. Broken Blade towards the top side is locked in the Cataclysm. Flash Wild Growth, double root from the Ring of Frost. Gnar back. The Impale only landed over to one, and Summer now rooted up Wallop. There for the start. It's a triple for Supa. They bided their time. Caps will get one in response, but that is Infernal Soul to MKOI.
Wow, fantastic team fighting from KOI there. it looked lost after Alvaro was picked off at the start. Alvaro realized, oh no.
That's what they're going to do. Vision outside the pit is good from Labrov. That ward there, spotting MKOI as they walk into this choke point. The
Look at
flank
Jojo.
from Jojo. Josecito looking forward on the hunt, goes on Summer. Caps finds the fact that Jojo is waiting in the wings. Frozen Tomb now used. SkewMond trying to step in. Alvaro with a dredge line. Caps kills off Jojo. The Impale on the back. The Cataclysm cataclysmic for the fans here in Madrid. And once again, he is Europe, he is Caps, he is everything for G2 as he stops any chance of MKOI winning the fight.
Wow, a phenomenal Impale in the midst of all of that as well. G2 will bring us to a game 3.
And he just finds it. The vision in the banana bush, enough for Caps to realize where Jojo is waiting. He silences the crowd. And as you say, Vedi, we are going all the way today, 6 out of 6, as we'll go to game 3 of this best of 3.
Caps, Caps, Caps. Completely shut Jojo down in that final fight. The moment that he had to self-ulti, it was over. But G2, they answer back. Fans having fun with it. Big smiles on the faces of Caps. I mean, when is he not smiling, that man? Okay, we're going to game 3. We couldn't have asked for more for our final day of the regular season of spring.
It shows